Welcome back, it's me, Shinobi Nando. I want to start this video off by wishing you all a Happy New Year. Speaking of Happy New Year, God, I love my segues. I finally got my TokyoTreat New Year's themed box from Japan, but there is another special reason for this video, not just because it's New Year's theme, but also this is the first in TokyoTreat's expanded range of subscription boxes. They've actually upgraded their boxes to not only include more items, but also new items such as baked goods from Japan, and things like their instant ramen range, and a much more detailed manual that showcases everything that you can get inside. Now, every country celebrates New Year's in its own way, and Japan's no exception. New Year's in Japan, or Oshogatsu as it's called, probably messed up that pronunciation, is actually more akin to what we do at Christmas, believe it or not. If you watched my other video, the Christmas theme box I got from TokyoTreats, you'll know that Christmas is more of a commercial and romantic holiday rather than a family-orientated one, with New Year's kind of fulfilling more that family-orientated holiday that they have at the end of the year. Gifts are given in this form of otsushidama and osebo. The first is kind of a lucky money that is given to children from like $10 all the way up to $100. It's also very common nowadays to get regional postcards from family and friends. I actually got one from my bro in Japan. They sent me this one from their prefecture. It's actually a real leaf in there from all the way from Japan. I don't know why I keep on turning that. And other things like good luck charms at the end of the year. While osebo is seasonal gifts given at the end of the year, which are typically luxury versions of normal items or seasonal versions of normal items, such as fruit, perfume, baked goods, snacks. Kind of akin to how in the UK we give like celebration boxes or a Link's gift set. The Japanese also tend to eat something called oseishi, which is lots of little meals that they consider lucky. These meals will differ depending on the region or prefecture. And that's because New Year's is steeped in Shintoism in Japan. And the major event, Hatsumoto, or the first shrine visit of the new year. Many shrines will even have mini festivals where more food's available, such as red bean soup, more mochi, and a load of other things. But you're probably asking yourself, Nando, what does this have to do with your TokyoTreat box? Well, when in Japan and you either go on holiday or visit family and then come back to where you live or back to work, you typically bring a souvenir called omiyagi, thus circling us all the way back to our TokyoTreat box with its New Year's theme with all the seasonal snacks that are available inside. I personally want to take a second and thank TokyoTreats. I reached out to them when I found out they were doing a new style and upgraded box to see if I could review it. They very kindly stuffed my box with some extra items. So thanks once again TokyoTreats for the extras. Let's get on with the unboxing. The first thing you always get when you open up your TokyoTreats box is, as usual, the guidebook. However, this is the new style one. It's more detailed. It comes with a message from the team, information about KitKat or Kitukatsu as it's called in Japan, and then of course going through the typical items that you would get. And as usual, just like I relate to you guys, more information about the seasonal holidays and other traditions that they have in Japan. Now, I've already opened up my box and arranged it in order that it comes in the guidebook, just so I don't have the issue of trying to match the editing. Sue me. And let's take a look at the first item that appears, which is the KitKat Cafe au lait. Kicking off your 2020 with a sweet and rich boost, only available outside Japan officially through TokyoTreats, our team collaborated with Nestle Japan to bring you this Cafe au lait KitKat that you won't find anywhere else. The KitKats from Japan are always my favorite. They have like 140, 150 variations. Not all of them are great. Some of them are hit and miss, but I do like coffee-themed chocolate. Oh yeah, you can smell the coffee. That smells like any kind of coffee cake or anything that you would get over here. That is ridiculously good. Oh wow, that gets better. Sorry. That is incredible. That has to be my favorite KitKat I've had so far. And then as you chew through the chocolate, it's a fantastic flavor. You get the coffee tones, it's not overpowering. And then you chew through the wafer and it hits you like a second time with even more intense flavor. It's awesome. That is fantastic. That, it gets a platinum star, hands down. Next, we have the Fuwatsu Edamame Crackers. Spend your New Year's rolling under the kotatsu and snacking on Fuwatsu edamame crackers. And it says here they're made with rice from Niigata Prefecture, which is thought to be the best rice in Japan. And they have this 20th anniversary marking on them, so I'm guessing it's their 20th anniversary, as well as the other flavors that you can get on the back. Oh wow, that's hard to open. Smells good. Okay, it's a pretty good crisp. Really light, not overpoweringly strong. Sure, it gets a gold star. I could eat a bag of these. Not much to say on those ones. Let's move on to the next thing. Next up, we have the Winter Chocolate Pocky. I'm excited for this. I love Pocky. If you watch any of these other videos, you know that I like most of the Pocky flavors that they make. How could you get Pocky wrong, really? From the book, it doesn't really say much. It just basically says, you know, it's New Year's themed. Oop. You have the pretzel, you have the chocolate. Maybe it's a more luxurious kind of chocolate. That is very nice. That is, I see what they were trying to go for there. When it says like it's rich chocolate sprinkled with cocoa powder, it does kind of taste like that. Even though there's like no sprinkles on it. Give me one sec. Hopefully you guys can see. There's no like chocolate powder on it or anything, but somehow it does have it like that taste that it is. Weird. That gets a gold star as well. That is not my favorite Pocky, but it's really good. It's not quite dark chocolate either. It is a milk chocolate. Oh no, wait, there's a little bit of a light dusting on there. Probably can't pick it up on the camera, but yeah, there's a bit of light dusting of cocoa powder. My bad. Next up is DIY sauce senbei. Since supermarkets are often closed for a few days over the New Year's periods, senbei, rice crackers, are a super popular snack. They are easy to eat and loved by all. We're bringing you a little bit of senbei goodness this month. Make sure to generously apply the senbei sauce for a flavorful punch. Punch, not plunge. I don't know what I did there. I'll open it up and I'll show you guys the cracker, and then I'll show you guys the sauce. I'm just trying not to break the crackers because they look very thin. Oh, that is a generous amount of, I don't know if you could tell, that is a generous amount of sauce given how thin these wafer crackers are. They're like paper thin. Give me a second. Let me try to put some sauce on here without getting it all over myself. Okay, so I've just put like the tiniest dollops on there. I'm trying not to get it all over me, which is a common thing with food. That's a weird tasting sauce. The cracker's so thin, it kind of melts in your mouth. I was expecting like a savory sauce. Sorry, a sweet sauce. That is a very savory sauce. Just double check it to see if it says what it is. There's no description of the sauce. Somebody let me know in the comments if you're Japanese or know what senbei sauce is. Let me know. But that was really nice. I wasn't expecting it to be savory though. All right, next up we have Tayare. I butchered that. Swimming onto the scene this New Year's is Tei Arari. With a major focus on Japanese flavors like soy sauce and mirin, these mini sea breeze shaped snacks are here to give you a taste of authentic flavors enjoyed at this time of year. So soy sauce and mirin, two flavors I do like. They're like fish crackers. Look, like fish. Wow, that's a crunchy snack. So they're kind of plain, just have a little bit of flavoring on it. It's not overpowering though. It's almost underwhelming. I give that maybe like a silver. I could eat a bag of them easily. Like if that's what you're giving out at New Year's, sure. But wouldn't be my first pick. So as I said before, the TokyoTreat range is expanding. They're including baked goods, and they've included taiyaki. Taiyaki, yeah, that's right. One of the most beloved forms of Thai is the Japanese street food taiyaki. The sea bream shaped treat made a fluffy batter and a sweet filling. Around the turn of the 20th century, taiyaki were made to give everyone a chance to try the expensive sea bream. If you've ever ordered one of these boxes yourself or seen a previous video, you know that I love these. These typically come in kind of like a arrow type thing when TokyoTreat used to do it. It's very hard to explain. They're kind of like a crispy snack. These are apparently the more akin to the baked goods that you get. Oh, you could tell already. Look at that. Like you could it's spongy. It's a spongy pastry rather than how would I describe it? Yeah, just like a shell or arrow shell. Let's try it anyways. So you can already see there, that's way different. It isn't like a biscuit. It's this like a spongy cake or bread with custard in the middle. That's very nice. I kind of prefer the other one that they did, but it's interesting to try. A lot of people actually give bread a hard time in Japan, or pastries. I think that's pretty good. I give that a gold star. I'd happily have that again. We have the second DIY snack. I'm not gonna make this because it's gonna make an entire mess, but this is the Jewel jelly. So you get like the ingredients to make your own jelly and then put it together in the container provided, the plastic container provided, and you can make yourself like cute little gemstones, jelly gemstones that you can then eat. If you guys want to see me do it, please let me know in the comments. I might make a short or upload it to an Instagram reel. Well, that's kind of cool. I like the fact that they're including these DIY ones. I will have to give it a try someday. Next up, we have some Spot the Sour cider gum. Looks like it's like a mystery flavor that you can see on there. I'm a bit dubious about sour things. I grew up in Canada. We used to get the American like Warheads and Sour Patch Kids and stuff like that. They used to be really, really sour. The face on it is hilarious. Let's give it a go. Let's see if I find it sour. Cider flavor. So it looks like gum. Oh, it is gum. It says cider gum. Spot the Sour cider gum. So I don't want to eat too much. I'll eat a whole one. I kind of give that a bronze star. It had a nice flavor. It definitely wasn't sour. I don't know if it was cider. Certain countries don't do sour very well. Here in the UK, they don't do sour very well. Imagine the Japanese are the same then. I could be wrong, but everything sour they've ever given to me tends to be quite sweet, actually. Next up is the nostalgic Ramune candy. Now, this is quite interesting. I've had these before, but never in this kind of shape of packaging. It's shaped in a Ramune bottle. If you've never had it, it's a Japanese soda. It's incredibly sweet. It tends to taste like if giraffe soda ran out of water instead of the syrup, and you just got like mainly syrup in your drink. It's very, very, very sweet. I'm keen to try these out, especially because it has the cool, you can see there, bottle, the Ramune bottle shape. Oh, it even has I can put the lid back on, that's good. Last time I got melon flavor. I'm gonna go with these are just the standard kind of Ramune flavor. Oh, wow, that melts in your mouth really quick. That's really good. I like these. I'll give it a gold star. I like the fact that I get quite a few in there as well this time around. You normally get like a couple in the packaging. I actually prefer this to the soft drink, weirdly. But hey, if you never tried it, definitely pick it up like in an Asian supermarket or get Tokyo Treats. Not sponsored. Speaking of drinks, next up we have my Panchi energy drink. It's rather small. Now, I could be wrong, but as far as I'm aware, Japanese like canned coffee and energy drinks tend to be quite strong. Let's have a read. Start 2022 with plenty of power. This Japanese energy drinks can takes inspiration from the kabuki theater actors, known for their powerful and energetic performances. Mega Panchi balances tasty flavor with energy-giving ingredients to give you a refreshing boost on cold winter days. Well, that didn't really help me with my problem about how much caffeine is in there, but it says it's 130 milligrams with 300, so 300 milligrams of caffeine, maybe? It's only 48 calories? Well, you know, my kanji is not the best. In fact, it's non-existent, so let's just try this instead of babbling on. It smells like Red Bull, I'm not gonna lie, it just smells like taurine. Whoa! Jeez! That tastes like, it's still hitting me. Oh my god, it's coming back for more. I didn't even take another sip. That tastes like the strongest Red Bull I've ever had in my life. So if I start getting a lot more energetic towards the end of the video, you're gonna know why. That is strong. I do not like that. I don't like Red Bull. That is weird. Ugh. Rusty Star, please don't ever buy or send me that. Now, next up is a brand that if you're regular to my channel, you'll be familiar with. It's Mr. Tanuki. And not only that, it's Tonkatsu Ramen. I have had these before in my Umai crates, which is a different brand that just kind of focuses on instant ramen from Japan. But I'm so glad that Tokyo Treats are starting to do this, and their first ramen is tonkatsu. It is my favorite kind of ramen, the pork broth ramen. It comes from Kyushu, I believe it. Let me know if I'm saying it wrong. I probably am. That's where it got made popular. and now you can find it everywhere in Japan as instant ramen. I don't need to try these. I can tell you right off the bat, because I've had the exact same brand before, that this is definitely a gold platinum star even. I might get some comments saying it's just instant ramen, but honestly, the quality difference between what we do here in the West, like pot noodle, and what Japan does with their instant ramen is next level. I mean, there's ramens, tonkatsu ramens in particular, that have a Michelin star. Instant ramen that has a Michelin star. So, speaking of some of my favorite items, this is an umaibo, literally delicious stick, and this is tonkatsu, not tonkatsu, tonkatsu, which is exactly what you're thinking, the kind of breaded chicken, or in this case pork. You often see, you know, tonkatsu curry, chicken katsu curry, pork katsu curry. You can also get it on top of ramen. These are always great. They're like a giant what's it. I love them. You know, this one looks kind of different though. It's less cheesy and it's like a brown powder. I'm guessing that's the katsu flavor. Maybe it's like, what's the word I'm looking for?
One eternity later.
Crushed pakanko. That is good. That is fantastic. That is my favorite so far. I don't know. Actually, the camembert cheese one from the Christmas one was really good. Ooh, it's a toss-up. It's a platinum star anyways. Honestly, guys, if there's one cool thing to try from Japan, it's definitely the umaibo. This is another repeat item that we've had before on the channel. This is cabbage taro. It's kind of like a puff ball cheese, like, but instead of being a cheese ball, it's cabbage flavor. And yeah, I already know what they are. I've already tried them. We're gonna move on. I believe I gave them like a silver star. Yeah, it's a corn puff. It's corn puff. I initially thought this was another umaibo, but this is actually a shimmy choco stick. I feel like doing some stargazing in 2020. Our eyes are firmly locked on our star-shaped shimmy choco stick. A light and crunchy choco corn snack will have you munching all night long. Japan does a lot of these. We got something similar in the Christmas one, like the corn flavored treats. It's kind of funny because only one prefecture is really known for corn. And then like they put flavors on them like cheese and pork, chocolate. So what took me by surprise is actually not like all the way chocolate. It's kind of coated in chocolate, so it was more of an intense flavor than I was expecting or what I'm used to. And that's pretty good. That's a gold star. Now this one I will try. This is caramel taro. And as we've seen before, taro is kind of the corn puffs. But I've not tried caramel or caramel. I'm a child of two countries and I can't remember which one says which. That's what they look like. They're kind of peanut shaped. They're a lot crunchier than I was crunchier than I was expecting, not countryr. Okay, so the book actually says that they're deep fried in caramel and then they have peanuts on them, as you can see there. That's another great one. That gets a gold star. I really like peanuts and I like caramel. That is infinitely better than cabbage taro. As I stated at the beginning of the video, I actually got some extra items from Tokyo Treats very kindly when I reached out to them so I could review their box. And the first item they sent me is strawberry or sakura flavored mochi. I've had these before, but seeing as it's New Year's and traditionally you eat mochi or you have mochi, make mochi even at New Year's, let's give them a go. There you have it. It kind of looks more like chocolate. I have had these before. I've had these in a previous box. I'm sure I have. So mochi is a snack made in Japan, made by pounding repeatedly rice until it becomes kind of like a gum. These actually have the mochi inside. Well, it is, yeah, it says choco right there. Those are great. Thank you so much again, Tokyo Treats, for sending me that for New Year's. Next one needs no introduction on our channel. This is melon pan. I love melon pan. And when I saw this in my box, when I opened it up, I was so excited. I love these things so much. Anything melon flavor from Japan is an automatic. This is already a platinum star, I know, but I'm gonna get it on screen for you because I love them that much. Oh, I got the chocolate. That was quite rude of me. Got chocolate inside. These are so good. These probably, platinum star. And lastly, cheese zack, which I assume is a little cat on there that you can see right now on screen. I don't know much about this. I've never seen this before, but it's Cheezak. And for some reason it has a W on it. I don't know why. Everything else is kanji, and we have a W. Maybe this is like their version of the cheetah, because that is very cheesy. Look at that. I don't think my camera's doing it justice, but that is incredibly orange. Like, can you see how orange it is? Okay. Okay. Thank you, but no thank you, Tokyo Japan. That was not good. I did not enjoy that one, if you couldn't tell. So that's TokyoTreat's 2022 themed subscription box. I absolutely love these. I always say, especially in the current climate, if you can't go to the konbini, you can bring the konbini to you with these. And as I mentioned before, this is their upgraded box, if actually their new and improved one with the extra items, the ramen, the baked goods, the senbei, the DIY snacks. I already thought these were pretty good value for money. I think they're even more or better value for money even. I think my English is deteriorating as the more I try to read and speak Japanese or say the Japanese words. So if you were ever on the fence beforehand, I can tell you I've done a few unboxings on the channel you can check out, and I've had more. Like, this is my 7th one now. Yeah, this one is definitely an improvement, especially with that tonkatsu ramen, which I'm probably gonna have for dinner actually after I'm done filming this. Once again, I know I'm a little late, but I wish you guys a happy new year again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. This is just gasoline in a can, man. This is awful. Whew.